Hey, church family, I hope you are doing well, and as you watch this, that you are enjoying a great week with your family. You know, I'm thinking about the life of our church right now, and it's such an exciting time here in our church family as we get to be a part of all that the Lord is doing. I'm super excited about Awana restarting this coming Wednesday and all of the ministry that is before us as we head into the fall and winter of this year. I wanted to take just a couple of minutes to speak to you regarding a pretty important issue, especially as it relates to how we're going to handle some things on Wednesday nights, and maybe particularly with the reality of COVID. As you are aware, we are currently in the middle, just as a nation and a world right now, we're in the middle of another high spike of COVID with the Delta variant here in Kentucky. Our numbers are extremely high. The cases are extremely high. It's certainly concerning. I would encourage you to be praying over this issue if you are not already. As you're also aware, last week before the beginning of the new school year, our governor issued a mask mandate for all schools, students, teachers, anybody who is in the building. As I think about that mask mandate and our students, and particularly our local school systems, the reality for us, and I don't know if this is the case everywhere, but it certainly is in Meade County, and certainly for our students in Muldrow. What happens in the school systems, whether that be good or bad, it really strongly impacts our students and families here in Muldrow. Talking with teachers and administrators in our local school systems, it's been an eye-opening conversation with them as they have talked about just all the fallout, really, of not being able to meet for so much of the last school year. All of them, without question, are saying it is just super important that we keep our students in school, that we do whatever we can to help them stay in school, because not being in school has affected them in all kinds of ways. It's affected them socially. It's affected our students educationally. And because we have great teachers and administrators in our school system, I believe that they will catch our students up to where they need to be. But that is certainly a massive concern right now in our school systems. Beloved, the reality is our students, especially the ones here in Muldrow, our students cannot afford to miss any more school. And because of the nature of our community here in Muldrow, when our students miss school for longer periods of time, what that means, just kind of the reality for our students, is that means some of our students are not eating. It means that our students are not getting schoolwork done. It means, just quite frankly, that some of our students are spending longer times in unhealthy environments. And the reality is that for those students, school and being able to get up in the morning and go to school, that benefits them greatly on lots of levels. We need, especially with our students here in Muldrow, we need our students to be in school. And I believe, church family, that our church has a role to play in helping to keep our students in school, because we love these students, we love their families, we love this community. We understand their needs. We understand some of the uphill struggles that many of our students are facing, and it's really our joy to be able to come alongside of our students to help them in all the ways that we can. And so to that end, with that thought process in mind, as we look forward to Awana ministry in the coming weeks, and as long as we remain sort of in this tough place with COVID and with our school systems requiring face masks for our students, we are going to just amend our kind of COVID policy, if you will, on Wednesday nights. So on Wednesday nights, we're not talking about Sundays, but on Wednesday nights, for that 2-hour slot from 6 to 8, we're going to be asking, starting this Wednesday, that all of our teachers and students, while inside, that we wear face masks. So as we gather in the sanctuary for our opening time, we're asking for face masks. As we have our large group times in the sanctuary, we are asking for face masks. As students are outside doing rec, all of that, face masks are not going to be required in that moment. We also are going to attempt to just be creative on a week-to-week basis to keep as many of our students outside for as long as possible. And so what that means is we're going to encourage those of you that are leading small groups. We're going to encourage you, if the weather's good, to take your small group outside where you wouldn't need to wear a face mask. You can utilize anywhere pretty much on the church property. You can slide over next door into the very shaded front yard of our home. Just utilize that if at all possible. We're asking this only on Wednesday nights. We're not going to be asking for face masks on Sunday mornings. Some in our church have chosen to do that here recently, and that's completely fine. But we're not going to be asking for that on Sunday mornings. The reason being, predominantly on Sundays, what we have here are families, parents are here with their children. It's not the case on Wednesday nights for the most part, as you well know, especially with our community students. Their parents send them here, and if I can just be sensitive but yet honest at the same time, some, not all, but some of their parents are just disconnected from their children's lives and from the realities of COVID or what's happening with their students at school. And so we really do have a responsibility just to give the very best care, not just spiritually, but I think also just holistically to our students on Wednesday night. So this face mask, what we're asking here is only for Wednesday nights. Asking for face mask, again, is not something that I wanted to do. I think those of you that know me well know that that's not something I would have asked us to do. But I do believe it to be the right call for us right now. I'm going to ask, church family, that you just keep leaning into this thing as you have done, and don't let this be a point of contention. We have weathered the COVID storm so well in our church. We have maintained our unity. We have done things that many of us just have not wanted to do, but we've done it for the sake of the unity of the body of Christ. We've done it for the opportunity to do ministry, particularly in our community. And I want to ask, beloved, that you would just keep fighting with me a little bit longer in that, to do the things necessary to help keep our students in school, but at the same time, not letting this be a point of contention. I know that there are varying opinions all over the grid about COVID and face mask and vaccine and those things. Let's leave those things out in the world, and let's come together here unified, even in some of the more difficult moments. Please reach out to me with questions. Call me. I'm glad to talk about this with you. If anything I've said just doesn't make complete sense, please let me know. And I look forward, though, to a great fall, a great winter, some great opportunities for ministry. The Lord is doing good things, beloved, even in the midst of a global pandemic. And we believe by faith that He's going to continue to do that. And He's going to use you to be such a vital part of making His glory known and advancing His kingdom. I love you, and I'll see you soon.